So I have been feeling kind of hesitant to publish, publish this video message. Trigger warning. The messages, the downloads that have been coming in, that I have been receiving all day, and I was actually not sure about recording this message, but I was pushed forward by my entire team of, I hear the Native Americans and Indigenous 4400 timer, that it needs to be spoken, it needs to be shared. And is the theme regarding, and again, this might be a trigger for some of you, a small group of people, a small group of collective consciousness here, 111 under timer, regarding death, because of the hesitation that I have been feeling, kind of an anxiety, kind of my heart has been kind of weary. So this is your frequency that I am picking up, because if there's something new that is happening to you, 144 in the timer, that you're either not clear about yet, not grasping, a little bit afraid of looking at it, and it has to do with death and rebirth. But we are going to speak about the death, and the death, I hear process. And again, this is for the collective consciousness, but there's a group of people, small group of people here that are, I hear they're kind of freaking out because their mediumship abilities has awakened. They have been receiving certain dreams. There could be scary. You could be probably astral traveling. That could be scary. 244 under timer, and you're not understanding what's happening. You might be seeing some black shadows from the peripheral of your vision, or even in front of you, white, black orbs. You might be hearing your name being called. You might be, I got goosebumps all over my body, so that is a confirmation that you've been hearing your name being called, and is kind of freaking you out a little bit. So one of the reasons why I was guided, pushed forward from my spiritual teams, it's because as a medium, as a psychic medium, 333 under timer, I have experienced this since very young age, and so much more. So when particular people, particular beings come in to do a particular work, we all have mediumship abilities. Some have a stronger connection, and some have like a medium connection, and some have a small connection, and some do not want to deal with it, or some are not aware of it. So now that everything that has shifted, 414 under timer, as Mother Gaia continues to make a beautiful shift, and you being, if you're in this channel, it means that you have picked up our frequency and you called in this message. You called upon us. You asked for clarity. You asked for confirmation, validation, some sort of 444 under timer, some sort of understanding of what might be happening. And again, this might be a trigger for some. I am not a medical professional, so if you do need to speak to someone, do seek a professional, medical professional. I am sharing this based on my own knowledge, based on my own experience, based on my own teachings and my cellular memories that has been remembering, and it's a natural ability that I was born with, because I do this, and I've been doing this for many, many years, and in different parallels and timelines and multi-dimensions. So I came in knowing about this knowledge, connecting with the spirit realms. And so the time has come, 5:44 on the timer, to share this knowledge with you, because you too have been or are awakening, or you have been also a medium yourself, a psychic medium. So the death process for me is a very natural process. It's a beautiful thing for me because of the way I have experienced it, and the way that I have the knowledge of understanding that this is a temporary kind of realm that we are in, this death realm, and that when we move into our spirit forms, back into our spirit soul, it's never ending. It's never ending. It's infinite. It's timeless. It doesn't end. So this is something that I have been guided to share with you. Again, and I'm just listening what the spirit guides are saying. Your spirit guides are here. We have the Native Americans, we have indigenous, we even have Asian spirit guides, the oversouls, as they're known for, which is us in a higher dimension, and higher multi-dimension, in a higher frequency, more advanced, and also they already have done that work, and they are reminding us that we too hold the knowledge, we too hold that wisdom within us. We're just being thank you. We are being reminded through our DNA activation, through the cellular memories, through the cellular systems, through the molecules, through the frequency. And because if you have been doing your spiritual work, majority of you have been doing your spiritual process, your ascension, for quite some time, for many years. And this is one of the reasons why we're also here, because there's something new that is happening. You're being reintroduced or newly introduced to shamanic practice. As a medium and as a shaman, having the ability to go into spirit realms and connect directly with my angels, with plants, with Mother Gaia, with inner earth, with ascending masters, with loved ones who have crossed over, with your loved ones who has crossed over. That is the reason why I'm able to pick up in the frequency of spirit realms, and when they come forward, they step forward that frequency, I am able to see it in my mind's eye. I can smell it, I can taste it, I can feel it, in whatever form, and visions and pictures in my mind's eye, and emotions. I picked all of that, all those frequencies up. So what I hear, your inner being is indicating to my inner being that you have been asking for some sort of understanding. I see you picking up books, listening to some videos, and trying to find the ways to understand this. And again, this is for the small group of people that just are beginning to experience this. I hear some of you have started this like a year ago, others 8 months ago, others 6 months ago, and some 3 months ago, as even 3 weeks ago, very recently. So the ancestors, the mothers, grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers have stepped forward. These beautiful female energies have stepped forward. They have come forward because they have been the ones guiding you as well through this. They're part of your spiritual team that have been guiding you through this because they too had these abilities. So they're sharing their knowledge with you, and you are here because you materialized this reading. You called upon this reading, and that's why 1111 on the timer, and we heard your calling, and that's why we're here. So let's talk about the beautiful process of death as I understand it, as I have lived it, and as I have been guided, and also have experienced crossing loved ones to spirit realms, going to spirit realms and making sure that they made it depending on their life history. All right, one of them 1144 on the timer, and I have goosebumps everywhere. And one of them is being my own mother, who I crossed over to spirit realm. And this is my biological mother. My grandmother raised me, and I called her mother, which she also passed. And but my biological mother and many other loved ones, mothers of loved ones, I have assisted to cross over to spirit realms. So my mother, I was able to have that honor and that blessing to do that with her and for her, literally going into spirit realm and making sure that her spirit guides, the beautiful loved ones, the ancestors grabbed her, and the hand of God, 1, 2, 3, 4, took her into heaven because, again, of the circumstances that my mother, I needed to be there to protect her, to make sure that she went where she needed to go. And yes, so you are being guided to, they're saying there is no need to see it from a fearful place, because that is more a 2D, a 3D mentality, right? The old habits, the old programmings, the old teachings, because when we are born with abilities, and it starts from our majority of our families, not every family, but the majority of family, depending on your soul contract, on your divine blueprint, in your divine plan, you decide to come into a place where it's very challenging for you to remember or to embrace your abilities, in order for you to step forward, reclaim your divine power, and embrace your abilities. And one of these abilities have been passed on from your grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers, and great-great-grandmothers, and other ancestors, not only from Death realm, from other dimensions, cosmos, galaxies, etc. So the death process, as I know, once 1440 timer, once the spirit leaves the body, it goes into what I've been told and what I have seen is called a review. The soul goes into this review to review what just happened, the teachings and the experience that they had in Death realm. 1444 on the timer. So once they go through that review, the loved ones who are left on Terra with the pain, with the mourning, with the suffering, many of them are calling them back into them. So they kind of they don't stay in limbo. What I heard, they don't stay in limbo. What they do is they kind of, depending again of the power of this spirit, of this soul, depending on what they did on Terra, if they were very highly spiritual, or they had abilities themselves and they're very kind and compassionate and loving, and they did so good on earth, they're sometimes granted to come in and try to communicate with the loved ones through via many signs, many messages, depending again how the circumstances under their crossing, under their transition, let's call it transitioning. Sometimes they stay because they're either afraid of what's going to happen, or because they're still in that mentality and that fear of I was not a nice person, or whatever the case is. And this is not judgmental. We're not judging anybody or any spirit or any soul, any loved ones. This is based on my own experience, what I have been told from the loved ones who have crossed over. When they step forward, I have the opportunity to ask them, and also the loved ones who are being read through readings, consultations, and just friends and my own experience. This is what they have told me, and this is what they have shared the knowledge with me. So I have a more understanding. As a shaman, I've been able to also go through the spirit realm and understand much more. Lately, there's more knowledge coming in. So I have been guided to go into a deeper shamanic practice. So you are being asked to go deeper, and they're saying more meditation, breathing, music. In the shamanic practice, it's all about the drumming, the sounds, the music, vocal chakra, making sounds, drummings. This activates the consciousness to go into the deepest collective mind, which is the deepest of the spirit realm, in order to connect. You are being guided to understand the death process, to remove yourself from the fear, from the anxiety, from the doubts, doubting your own abilities. Yes, you do have new abilities. We're all receiving new abilities, or they're being activated from the dormant, from the amnesia side, right? The sleepy side, and they're being awakened. So this is something that is extremely important. If you decide, it is willpower, right? It's your will to either you decide whether you want to continue learning about your mediumship or don't want to know about it. And if you don't want to see them directly, you ask them to communicate with you through your mind's eye, or through visions and symbols and signs and music and things like that. And they will respect that. They will honor that. Some, what they call ghosts, some souls that are, not souls, but spirits that are in a little bit of a lower frequency, sometimes they will try to be a little bit more aggressive, but you have the power to say no, that's not acceptable. And you could also call your divine intervention in. So this is something that is, I have pay attention to the number sequences again too. That is also a way of communicating. And I hear the smell of gardenias, the smell of Lilith. That was my grandmother's, the favorite smell was gardenias. Lilith, butterflies are big when it comes to loved ones, our ancestors. owls. Dragonflies are very big too, because dragonflies in the Indigenous and Native Americans tradition, they do believe that the dragonfly holds the soul or spirit of a loved one who has crossed over to communicate, or is also an animal spirit, symbolizing they're trying to communicate with you. So they will always show up in certain circumstances and certain events that are occurring in your life. If you have any questions, please leave any comments or share your stories if you like in the comments. And this is something, and my hesitation just left me, and my anxiety just left me, because I can feel that you're breathing, and I can feel that you feel a little bit at ease. No, you're not cuckoo in the cocoa. This is extremely normal, natural, not normal, but the weirdest, delicious part of us being a starseeds, light workers, psychic mediums, when we come in with abilities, or the abilities are being enhanced. So this message is for you, definitely for you, because you ask for clarity once again, and you call upon us, and we're here. Ask and it is given. So we are gifting you with this message, so you know that 12 on the timer, that you are on the right path to, they're saying, use your own intuition, your own discernment, follow your own intuition, because you have free will, but there's also the divine will. So if you having free will and you do not want to practice the mediumship or go further into the shamanic, that's all right. That's okay. That's fine. Yet, because you're here, you're ready. You're ready. You've been doing it. You're doing it, and you're going to do it. And it's all in when you're ready. And you're ready. They're saying you're ready. They're ready. They're ready. They've been ready. And that's why we're sending them all of these spiritual messages, these video messages. They've been sending you many synchronicities. You're being guided to listen to certain music, drums, 432 hertz. When it comes to 4 to 4.5 of the drumming beats per minute, those hertz, those are the ones that are the drumming for the shamanic, to connect with the consciousness, and consciousness to connect with the collective consciousness, which is the collective mind, is the one that connects us with 2244 on the timer. It's the one that connects us with spirit realms. So get ready, buckle up, because it's a beautiful ride. Breathe through it. Do stay with your daily rituals. It is something that is daily. Commit to it. Take full responsibility and accountability for your own spiritual journey. It is your journey and no one else's. You have many loved ones. You have your ascending masters. Yes, 23 on the timer. Ancestors and many loved ones in spirit realms that are guiding you for this reason. You're ready. It is time to move forward into your spiritual process. There's a new step to be taken. A new abilities are going to come in as well. I am being told to pull these new cards that came in yesterday as I was being downloaded this message. I have been trying to break the code, and they said there's no more breaking code. Just sit. And they push me forward and say, sit, speak, and you spit it out. Spit it out. So I am spitting it out. And if you have any more questions about the death process, and again, this is more the death process that we're speaking of. It's the more understanding of the spirit realms. And in order for you to understand more the spirit realms, you need to connect more with your mediumship abilities, your psychic abilities, or your divine God-given abilities. And one of them being the shamanic practice is the one that truly connects us with the spirit realms much more. Consciousness, collective mind, and the spirit realm. If not if, they're saying no if. No if. They're not giving you the no if. There's no more if. You got to go for it. You have to go for it in a very... Ask for divine intervention. Ask for divine clarity, as you have been asking already. This is a confirmation and a validation that you already know that big group of you beautiful shamanic brothers and sisters have been doing this work for quite some time. Arigato, arigato, arigato. Namaste. Gracias. Muchas gracias. You are very loved. And I got goosebumps all over. So your ancestors are very proud of all of you. All of you. All of you. And we are thankful and we are grateful that we are here sharing this experience with you. All right, so let's see. N. Bottom of the deck. N. Nancy. Nathaniel. I hear Nancy again. Nathaniel. Somebody with the name N. One of either your ancestors, loved ones from spirit realm. K. Kathy. Catherine. KK. Kiki. Positive changes are coming in, so get ready. Once you embrace this ability, and because you have embraced your ability, for the small group that you're already in the process of embracing this ability, positive changes are going to continue coming in. Z. Z. The letter Z. The zoo. There's the instrument, that din 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 xylophone. No, that's with X, right? A. Adam, Abraham Hicks. The letter D. Daniel, Da Vinci, Da Vinci Code. No. What is the... Oh, no. You can't say no, because it is your path. It is in your blueprint. It is in your divine soul. And no, you're not cuckoo in the cocoa. And the letter I. Isis, Iris, Ismael, another name that is trying to come in. And in the bottom of the deck, 333. 333. You've probably been seeing this synchronized number a lot. And that is a confirmation that communication, relationships, right? And you are on the right path, I hear. This is a very kind of random, a little bit. I feel that it's like all over the place, but you're here, you'll get it, you'll understand. That's why you're here, because you called it in. So let's see, one more card. There it is, 555. There's your truly divine confirmation, 555. Positive changes coming in. Embrace it, to not fear it. And if you would like me to share more of this theme of death and what happens after we cross over, let me know in the comments. It will be an honor for me to continue doing that. In the letter O. The letter O. Ocean. Mother Ocean. Octavia. Anything else? No. This is the message for you today. And thank you so much for calling upon us and for collaborating. Our spirit teams, as always, collaborating with each other through these beautiful messages. And remember that you're not alone, that you are being guided, you're loved, and you're protected. So follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow your divine purpose. This is your divine purpose, and this is your confirmation and your validation of something which you already felt deep within your soul. There's so much love here for you. Authentically yours, Paula G.